My brother stole the company I built, so my lawyer helped me ruin his life. 8 months ago, my brother had security escort me out of the company I had built from nothing. By the time my lawyer and I were finished, he had lost the business, his house, his fiancée, his luxury car, and the reputation he cared about more than anything. I didn't threaten him. I didn't touch him. I simply proved what he had done and stopped protecting him from the consequences. My brother Daniel had always been charming and irresponsible. 5 years earlier, he was unemployed and living with our mother. Meanwhile, I was building a commercial cleaning company with 1 used van, 3 employees, and secondhand equipment. During the day, I searched for clients. At night, I cleaned offices beside my workers. For the first year, I barely paid myself. But after 3 years, we had more than 20 employees and several large contracts. That was when Daniel begged me for a job. Our mother pressured me too. "He's your brother," she said. "Give him one real chance." So I hired him. At first, he was surprisingly good. He was confident on the phone, remembered clients' names, and knew how to calm angry customers. As the company grew, I promoted him to operations director. Eventually, I gave him 15% ownership. That was my biggest mistake. Daniel slowly began presenting himself as the person who had built the company. He introduced himself as the co-founder. He took credit for decisions I made. Employees started going to him instead of me. Whenever I confronted him, he laughed. "We're family," he said. "Why are you keeping score?" Then Daniel started dating Vanessa, a marketing consultant we had hired. Within 6 months, they were engaged. Vanessa began attending management meetings even though she wasn't an employee. She constantly talked about giving the company modern leadership. Apparently, that meant removing me. Around that time, we were preparing to bid on the largest contract in our company's history. I spent 4 months calculating costs, designing schedules, planning staffing, and preparing every detail. Daniel and Vanessa delivered the final presentation. We won the contract. 3 weeks later, Daniel called an emergency meeting. When I entered the conference room, every manager was already seated. Daniel sat at the head of the table. Vanessa was beside him. 2 security guards stood near the door. Daniel announced that employees had raised concerns about my mental health. He claimed I'd become aggressive, unstable, and incapable of managing the company. Then he handed everyone a folder containing selected emails. One showed me calling his staffing plan reckless. It didn't include the earlier message where Daniel proposed reducing the number of cleaners at a medical facility below the amount required by our contract. Another showed me saying I would shut down an operation before allowing it to continue. It didn't show that Daniel wanted employees to use dangerous chemicals without protective equipment. He had removed the context from every message. Then he presented a document stating that I had transferred 36% of my shares into a holding company he controlled. The signature looked like mine. It wasn't. Daniel had forged it. Because of that document, he claimed he now controlled the company. When I accused him of fraud, he sighed and looked around the table. This reaction is exactly why we're concerned about him. Vanessa leaned forward.